Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition Love in General reading. This is for the element of water. So if you're Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of February 17th through the 19th, 2023. So I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. Please keep in mind these are general. So they may or may not resonate, but hopefully you get some clarity. Also, if you're wanting to book a personal or private reading, be sure to email me for a price list if you don't already have it. If you're wanting to reach me by phone, it's a separate process. So make sure you're first registered at Paid Communications, request your callback, and then if I don't get back to you that day, I'll get back to you within a 7-day time frame. All right, so we have the overall energy is the Eight of Swords, Death, the Ten of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles, the Devil, the Hanged Man, the Fool, and the Two of Swords. Okay, guys. Okay, I immediately feel like somebody feels stuck or trapped. And I also feel that someone is feeling either like their life is over or unfortunately, the other thing, hopefully that is not you. If so, I really pray that you're able to find some help. But it seems like maybe there's been a lot of pressure of carrying a lot of dead weight, and I feel that somebody is like backed into a corner and can't figure out how to save themselves anymore. It's like, how do I get out of this? I can't think for myself. I don't know what to do. So I feel that someone is overwhelmed with thoughts. Someone maybe even feels like someone's after them. Definitely anxiety. And you guys know that I've talked about that before, about like having that death anxiety, where it's just like a feeling of doom or just random thoughts of thinking like a car is going to come through the house and crash into you, or a plane is going to fall into your home, like random things like that. I feel like somebody could be dealing with that type of anxiety. It also could be anxiety of loss. And it is possible that these thoughts, these negative thoughts, are coming from a literal spirit that has a hold over your body or your space. This may not be possession in the, terms of like a horror movie, but it's a genuine possession. Like something may have a hold of your thoughts, your spirit. And so I feel like, whether it's needing medication or whether you need to meditate, I feel that there's a need to remove this energy off of you. I do feel like there's a glimpse of hope, like you end up feeling free or like you've gotten rid of that energy, but then there's still some sort of blockage. It still seems like something is preventing you from moving forward. It's strange because I almost feel like maybe you, for instance, you were feeling overwhelmed by a job. The job was a dead end job. And maybe finally, it ended and you don't have to work there anymore. But then there still comes like this overwhelming sense of anxiety, like you're still stressed even though something is over or has ended. there's this energy of feeling like paralyzed or like trapped. Now, it could be that someone is literally being held hostage, like not hostage, but someone behind bars. So, like prison, jail, detainment, mental institution, hospital. It could be that someone is just like feeling stuck because they are, trapped literally. Someone also could be battling with addiction, or can't escape their demons. And maybe it's like an earth sign around you that you want to escape from, or like you can't stop thinking about them. It could be that someone is possessing your thoughts. And so you're like, you can't shake it. Or maybe they feel this way about you. Definitely seem to be dealing with karmic energies. If you understand astrology, you might want to look into your chart and see what house Saturn is in, or see what house Scorpio is in. And that may give you a clue of what is restricting you, or the reason, the root of your restriction. Is like, why am I feeling restricted? What house is Saturn in? What house is Scorpio in? But I feel like Scorpio is more so maybe showing you where some sort of transformation is happening. And maybe that is why you're, dealing with some kind of heavy karma. Health wise, something could be unhealthy going on. You might need to check in with a doctor or a hospital to have something healed, cleared, removed, even if it's just something like kidney stones or a bladder infection. Like, either way, is something that, if not addressed, it could consume you. Yeah. So something could be going on with your health, or there's an unhealthy situation that you're in, unhealthy lifestyle choices. Now, sometimes things are for lessons, and so, it's, you're kind of like stuck because you're learning, your soul is learning some sort of lesson. But once the lesson is over, once you understand the assignment, like, it'll be released from you. You won't have to deal with that heavy karma anymore. And that could be a person, and it could be a job. It could even be the place that you're in. Like, maybe you have karma with the area that you're in. It does seem as if you're going to try to view something from a different perspective. You're like, okay, let me look at my situation differently. Maybe I can find the positives in my situation. And it seems like maybe that's what you're trying to do. And when you do that, it does feel liberating. I feel that you're going to feel a sense of relief if you do that, if this is happening to you. Sometimes energies I pick up, it could be more so the things that are happening around you. Maybe someone in your home is going through this. Maybe your best friend or your partner is going through this. So if it's not you, it could be somebody around you. You also might decide to take some sort of a risk or make some sort of decision in haste. You're like, I don't want to think about the consequences. I just need to do it. I just need to do this. I mean, in a love situation, you also could be dealing with temptation or dealing with your lower desires. Maybe your root chakra is off balanced. And so there's a need for you to, figure out like what can you do to heal your root chakra. Maybe your security is threatened. Maybe you don't have material things that you need in life, like home, food, shelter. Like those things could bother you and consume you if you're constantly worried about that. So yeah, I feel like you definitely need to check in with your root chakra. Physically, something also could be going on with your feet. Anything below the waist could be a problem. Okay, I feel like somebody is denouncing something because maybe it was just too much. You also may need to like make some sort of sacrifice to have peace. And ultimately, it seems like you're left to make some sort of decision, but it's like you don't really want to make this decision. You're like, I can't decide. I don't know what to choose. So it's like you're hoping that fate will make the decision for you. It's possible that something's also being done against your will, or at least it feels that way. You might need to do some sort of burning ritual where, and this is just random, but something like, let's say you write down on pieces of paper everything that is giving you a burden or making you unhappy or just weighing you down, things that are making you unhappy in life. You write down all the things that you can think of, and then you burn each paper, releasing it into the universe. It's like symbolic, but I don't know, maybe that is a way to connect with your spirit. And hopefully you'll be released from those karmas. Be careful. Be careful what you wish for, though, and be careful how you word and speak to spirit. Make sure you're not unintentionally getting rid of, somebody. Maybe think about it. Do you really not like somebody, or do you just not like the way they talk to you? So instead of saying that so-and-so makes you unhappy, write down the way so-and-so speaks makes me unhappy. So just be careful when you do stuff like that. Okay, now for some of you, I do see this as a love situation. And something about this attraction is intoxicating. It's lust. I feel like it's something that is more so lust based off of strong physical desires. It doesn't have to stay there, but that is something that could be used to initiate the relationship. Yeah. So for some of you, an earth sign could be, or an air sign, could be like a karmic relationship. Know that there's a lesson attached to it. I feel like you also need to set boundaries with people who try to run over you. Yeah, someone's going to be pushing your boundaries and you're going to need to set them. Let people know or person know that something is unacceptable, including if it's work related. Like, no, like, I already told you I can't work on Sundays. Like, that's no. You know, you have to, even if they're trying to threaten you, you have to let them know. And then if they do, like, then maybe you're being put in a situation where you need to decide. Do you want them to control your life, or do you want to take control of your life? And if you do, then you know that means you have to sacrifice, you know, something. Something's got to give. Okay, definitely. Again, just seems like you're dealing with desires and lust. Maybe you're trying to set boundaries with yourself on a matter. Be careful of drunk drivers. And you yourself, make sure you don't drink and drive. I feel like somebody is wanting to use, someone is looking for a way to escape. Somebody wants to escape, and it can be either through alcohol, drugs, sex. It just seems like someone is needing to escape. Again, that may have something to do about the root chakra being blocked or ignored. It needs to be healed. And that's why I was talking about the, you know, self-harming themselves because they're wanting to escape and don't know another way out. I feel like somebody is thinking about you from a distance, and you also may have had a dream or a premonition about it. If someone is heavily into metaphysical things, practicing things, it's a strong possibility that you're being remote viewed by someone. Be careful not to abuse your gifts, whatever they are. It seems like someone is blocking your happiness or your freedom. There's an eclipse over you. You might need to do any type of cleanse. Like I said, it could be a literal spirit attached to you. Something might be feeding off of your energy. You could either be trying to find out information that you don't have access to, or like if you pull your own cards trying to find out information, it's possible that you're being blocked from finding out certain things, like your guides don't want you to know, or their guides are protecting them. This also could be in reverse. If your page is private, I feel like someone is trying to access your information somehow. Somebody also is feeling like they're not getting enough attention, or someone is doing something for attention. Like someone could be ignoring you to get attention. If someone is also trying to make you jealous, but you don't feed into it, they end up feeling hurt or rejected by that. Somebody is blocked. I also feel that you are needing to, like, I was getting that you didn't want to make a decision, but I also get that maybe you need to hold off on making a decision anyway until more information is made available to you. Like, you need some more information to make an informed decision. So just hold off on doing something first. So whatever you've been thinking about, like, don't do it yet. Yeah. All right, so let's see what additional messages there are for water. All right, additional messages for water signs: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising for this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You have Garden in the Gate, Hostilities, the Sun, overall energy, anxiety. Yeah, so something is giving you anxiety. You might literally be imprisoned or mentally imprisoned. It seems like you can't figure a way how to get out. You're like, how do I get out of this gate? How do I get to that other side? And then it seems too like you're being blocked, or like whenever you do, it's like even if you could just walk out of this gate or go around this blockage, it's like somebody is still trying to meet you or stop you. I just got something too about a roadblock. So there could be roadblocks this weekend if you're traveling. So make sure your documents are in order. I don't feel that anyone can stop you from having what is yours. And so I do feel that ultimately you're going to have a sense of freedom or feel liberated from the blockages that were holding you back, including anxiety. You're going to get clarity and you are going to see a way. Yeah. So I feel like ultimately you are going to have good news or success. Something may require you to start over. So I don't know too if you're going to end up having to lose some sort of information. But at least now you're no longer restricted or blocked or something like that. This could go technical too, like something's going on with your laptop, computer, where something has to be deleted or erased because something was attached to it. And it's like you lost some information, but at least you have what you need. Something else I was getting. You also could be at war with your own ego, and I feel like you're going to defeat it. You're going to understand something. Your ego, you're going to be released from your own ego. Whatever is being trapped is going to be released. Now, of course, that also makes me think of like literal gas. So if you're having like extreme gas, like it's going to be released. And maybe it's got to the point where it was like serious, like something was like seriously bothering you. You're like, oh my God, do I need to go to the hospital? Turns out it's just gas. So it does seem like you'll be relieved from something. There was something else I was picking up on, but I guess that's pretty much it. I feel like your enemies are going to be exposed too. Yeah. Point being, I just feel like you're going to have clarity. You're going to get the clarity that you need and feel relieved from whatever problems you've been dealing with. All right, so hopefully these messages help, but feel free to leave your feedback. Thank you guys for watching. Sending love and grace.